Today we're nomading about the Monarch Butterfly Sanctuary.
And we're going to Pierre Herrera with our guide Noberto.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Wayne.
And I'm Kim, and we're two midlifers nomading about the globe. After raising our kids, we decided to leave our traditional life behind by taking our work with us while we travel.
In this series, we're exploring the expansive history and rich culture in and around Mexico City. We're exploring ancient ruins, local neighborhoods, eating tons of street food, and checking one more thing off our bucket list. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Mexico.
Hola. Míralo. Vale, digo vale, gracias. Mándale un beso.
Una salsa perfecto. Es un taco perfecto.
So we finally arrived at the Butterfly Sanctuary. As you can see behind us, there's a lot of activity because it is high season for about 3 to 4 more weeks here.
And we're at about 7,500 feet. And we're going to hike up higher into the mountain. So rather than hike, we're actually going to go ahead and rent some horses. So let's go take care of that.
¿Tú te llamas, mijo? He's Jorge.
Jorge.
¿Y tu caballo? Cappuccino. De coffee.
Perfect.
Jorge. ¿Y tú, mijo? Ulises.
Ulises. Nice to meet you.
Huicho? Pichon.
Pichon.
It's a kind of bird.
Oh, okay.
Pichon.
Cappuccino.
So when the monarchs migrate, they travel during the day and they roost at night, and they roost together in clumps to stay warm. And then they come down to Mexico and the Sierra Madre here, and they specifically look for the olimel tree, which only grows in this region. And it grows at a high altitude, between 2,500 and 3,500 meters.
There are two populations of monarch butterflies, the easterners and the westerners, sort of like the coasts. Anyway, they make their migration from Canada. The westerners migrate to California, the easterners migrate to the Sierra Madre Mountains in Mexico. The season of migration is from October through March.
So monarchs are obviously really small. They only weigh less than a gram each, but so many of them cluster and roost together that they actually break the branches on the trees.
So right behind me, it's hard to see, right here are millions of monarch butterflies flying around. They're getting ready to lay eggs by clumping onto the trees behind me. And for those of you that don't know, the reason why butterflies are so special is about 31 years ago we lost my sister in a car crash. And ever since then, butterflies have come to my mother as a sign that she is still around her. I never really saw. We celebrated her the 20th anniversary of her passing with my sister, my mom, myself, and my sister and my kids, and my brother was there too. And we check into our hotel. We're in a resort, and there was a coffee cup with Lisa and a butterfly on the bottom of it as part of the coffee service in the hotel room. And since then, I started to see butterflies as a sign that things were going to be okay. So a while ago, I learned about the monarch migration from Canada, and this has been on my bucket list ever since. And honestly, it's the most amazing thing. Okay, so we just came down from the mountain, surrounded by thousands upon thousands of...
Hundreds of thousands, maybe millions. It was
incredible.
Uncountable.
Uncountable? I will say the time up there was a little too short for my liking. However, to be honest, I'm not sure I could have spent enough time there. It was magical. I don't even know how to describe watching them just fly and landing in clumps on these branches. It's just amazing. A wind would come through and then they would all flutter off, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, thousands together on the branches and then just hundreds flying around. And it was a little bit more crowded than we would have liked, obviously. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
So here's your tip. Come in the morning when there's fewer people, but the problem with the morning is that the butterflies aren't as active. They move around more and fly when it's warm.
Yeah, so we were told that they head to the branches around noon to lay eggs. So the best activity is late morning and around noontime. We picked this location because it said it was less crowded than the others, so just keep that in mind. I know. Truly dream come true being here today. I'm gonna get teary again, so I'm gonna stop talking.
Bye-bye.
Today we're nomading about the butterfly. We're at 7,500 feet.
High elevation as well. It's about 7,500 feet, so a little higher than
I just
Flagstaff.
said that.